Hi guys, and welcome to Isha's Thoughts. I haven't been on here in a little while. I just wanted to quickly get on here and give a brief little update, mental check-in type of thing on how I'm feeling given the current state of the pandemic, and also just give a little 2 cents on how I feel about our girls' most recent content. Amber Lynn with Lynn Miss and Chantal with her currently not feeling well. The pandemic really quickly first. I am one of those people that are currently struggling right now. And, you know, with the government, you know, just playing with our lives. You know, you pay all these taxes and work your fingers to the bone for years and years and years just for them to decide if we deserve a handout or not, or trying to do the bare minimum for us that they see fit to do while they're living in their mayor's mansions and government funded, you know, mansions, you know. They're not struggling to figure out how they're going to feed their kid from one day to the next, and how they're going to pay their rent or mortgages, and, you know, they're not in jeopardy of being evicted from their places where they live, with the exception of the president. You know, so they can't relate, and thus while we're getting BS responses. So in that regards, I am extremely stressed out and very disheartened, which just circles beautifully right around to the content that our girls have been putting out. You know, Amber Lynn, 25 days of earrings. Really, girl? I'll make this short and sweet, but really, girl? No, it's a no for me. You could be spending that money on investing into your health and being here for 10 more years. You know, Becky doesn't look that good either. I mean, I don't understand. I know this is Amber's channel and platform, and, you know, her life that's on display, but Becky is her right hand man. So she should be also being held accountable. Becky looks like crap from the day that she was introduced to me personally, from the time I first started seeing her till now. Just because she's a little bit smaller than Amber, maybe, you know, and she's not the main focus of the channel, maybe that's why people aren't concerned for Becky in that regard. I mean, they're concerned for other reasons. I am extremely concerned about Amber's health too, and honestly Pete's as well. Amber, it's a no for me. 25 days of earrings and you're always so tired from doing absolutely nothing. Let me just quickly give you an idea of what I would do if I had your kind of money. I would invest in my health. Definitely get fit. Have somebody help me meal plan and do all that so that I drop some of this weight off. And I'm mostly boob and fairly healthy. I can't complain. Beyond my gastrointestinal issues that much like Chantal, and my seasonal occasional asthma. I was diagnosed with asthma when I had my son, but it hasn't really been bothering me since he's been born, except seasonally and occasionally, and it's more the weather will trigger it. Sometimes dust and animals. It just really depends, and it's sporadic. So once you have asthma, especially as an adult, you don't play with it because you can just drop dead from it. I mean, that's a real thing. But otherwise, it doesn't really bother me, and my GERDs is really bad. If the phone doesn't cut off, I'll get a little bit more into that when I get on Chantal. But Amber, sweetheart, no. It's a whole entire no for me. Sorry, that was a text message. It's a whole entire no for me, girl. Nobody's telling you what to do with your money. You can do whatever you want, obviously. But do me a favor and stop telling me you're so tired because you do nothing with your life. Okay, you spend it on earrings and crap you're never going to use. You spend your money on, you know, bed sheets that look like clothes that you call clothing and stuff. I'm not here for it. You know, you could be investing in a personal trainer. Make sure he doesn't have COVID and let him work you to the bone and get some of that weight off of you and your wife. I mean, get it together, girl. Stop telling me you're tired. I'm not interested. I'm zipping and running all day long just to make sure I can feed my son, and I can't afford to be tired. Certainly can't afford to get on camera. Girl, no. Get some of that weight off you before it's too late, Amber. I'm sorry. You and Becky. Chantal, I have a little bit more hope for you, girl, with your content and stuff, but it's a no for me as well. 25 days of mukbanging and feederism and health problems is a no for me, sweetie. You know, I totally get you talking about, you know, your sex life and how you're cautious and worried about scammers and different things. But you know what? Fit people could get scammed and all that. That's nothing to do with nothing. Okay? You're not happy and confident with the way you look and the way you are enough to put yourself out there on any other level beyond social media. Okay? And with the pandemic, you really can't do much right now anyway. So I get it. But girl, you also can afford a personal trainer, a personal chef, and you can actually cook. I would enjoy watching your makeup tutorials. I would enjoy watching you do more try-on hauls. I would enjoy you documenting and making fake movies with Pete's or whatever. Anything besides eating, girl. But I understand and I get it. You put yourself in this predicament where you have to eat now. You know, you're not going to get any views unless you're eating and causing drama and stirring up mess. I get it. But is it really worth your life? Because you want us to feel sorry for you and you're boohooing all over the internet about your health problems that you knew you had and is directly linked to food. Okay, I have GERDs. I get it. When my GERDs is acting up, like yesterday, the only thing I did different was like add cracked pepper turkey and Swiss sandwiches to my diet currently, and I mean, I woke up 2 nights in a row choking on my own stomach bile, like choking on it. It's very dangerous and it's very rare when it's flared up. I haven't been taking my medicine because they have really bad side effects long term, and I try to do like, you know, just gummy antacids or calcium Tums and stuff as much as I can, apple cider vinegar, different things. But when that stomach acid is into the top of my throat, or when it's bubbling up so bad it's getting up here and choking me, I have to take the pills. And you know, that alone, my diet is directly affected by that. You sat here and ate enough Indian food, which is very spice rich as far as just the different seasonings and pepper spice rich, and you sat here and ate enough for a party of 10 people, and you sat here and ate that all by yourself. Okay, and you ate this saucy green stuff with spinach and cheese, and then peppery, spicy onions or pickled onions or whatever. All of those things that I know would upset my GERD, so I can't imagine what it's doing to you. Okay? I mean, you want people to feel sorry for you. And that still was a better option than what you've been eating. Fried stuff, oily stuff and stuff. You know you can't do that, and you keep doing it. So you're torturing yourself for your feeders and to get your money. And then you want us to feel bad for you now that you're all sick and messed up. And no matter what I eat, that's a lie. And you know it's a lie. Sometimes fruits, vegetables, anything could set off my GERDs. I'm right there with you in that aspect, but you have been deliberately making yourself sick, and then you want people to feel bad for you. I don't. You also could be spending your coin getting a personal trainer. You make enough. If you could spend like $100 a day on food, takeout food, you should be able to invest that, put it back into yourself, and get a personal trainer. And if I had these girls type of money, I probably would do what I always dreamed of doing, which I will never give up on my dream. I'll never give up on the fact that hopefully one day while I'm still young, I can come into some money. But I would want to do like something with animal rescue or like, you know, animal shelter type of work. And, you know, I volunteered and did little things before this was going on. It made me feel really good. But now it's like I'm getting older and I feel like I'm wasting my life. Like I really want to go that route and do something, or at least be back into school. I do my own nails now. I love doing nails. I feel stir crazy. And it doesn't help now. I know I need a little bit of a mental break from YouTube when I'm not enjoying these girls anymore, even with my wonderful commentators and reaction channels, making it funny and adding, you know, adding depth to these bland women. It's annoying me more than I'm enjoying it, and I just think it's because of my current situation. And these girls are always so tired. You know, I have moments where I have health issues too, and that cannot stop me from going. It doesn't stop me from doing not one single thing because I can't afford it. You know, Pete looks terrible too. From the time that I met him, or I was introduced to him, to now, he's not fat, but you know, he has his stomach is he's getting fat. He's getting fatter. He's gaining weight, and he looks gross. Okay, these girls are being negative influences on their significant others and the people in their lives, and it is pretty sad that these people, instead of telling them, listen, you need to get some help, they're enabling them. So, I mean, just with my current mental state, I don't find this amusing. I don't. I'm sorry. They could be doing so much with their time, efforts, platform, money, anything. And who am I to tell them what to do? Do what you want to do. But don't expect people to feel sorry for you. You guys really look crazy. You, both of you. You look crazy. I have a little more hope for Chantal. You know, she's a little bit more entertaining than Amber, that she could get it together. I'm really genuinely hoping that she will. I'm genuinely hoping that, you know, these girls get some help and get a little bit more healthy. You're coming on here with TMI, crying about your bowels. You contracted C. diff. Now, C. diff is a very familiar term to me, being in a nursing home, and that is directly linked to that is a fecal matter disease, infection. That is a fecal infection. Okay, that's what she was trying to explain, and that's where, at some point in time, she consumed or came in contact with someone that had that. And it's directly transferred through fecal matter. It can be through fluids as well, but it's more so the hospital transferring it directly through either a fluid or fecal matter. They test for C. diff in your bowels, in your poop. She's right about that. And when the nursing home had an outbreak, the person was quarantined. Everybody got tested that were directly in contact with the person that had it. They have to suit up as if it was a nuclear holocaust or something, or a nuclear event. You had to suit from head to toe. Even cover your shoes until the C. diff was no longer an issue. So when did she contract C. diff? Is she saying she got it now, or she had it before? Does she feel like she has it again? Because Chantal, you have been going around using public bathrooms and stuff. And I know you're not small enough to just squat over the toilet without sitting on it. You're not bringing any spray alcohol with you. Now what I've done, I have to Instacart. I don't have a choice. So I have filled a bunch of little spray bottles. Walmart has the wonderful little travel sprayers. I have about 20 of these full of alcohol. And every single pocket, every single jacket, there's like 3 of them in my car, and I just grab up my bottles and refill them. It is that simple. And I spray everything. I don't even trust the antiseptics that are in the stores. I don't even trust them. I don't know. How do I know it's killing the germs? How do I know it's doing anything? This will never fail you. Doesn't matter what proof you get, 70, 60, 50, doesn't matter. Isopropyl alcohol will never fail you. Put it in a tip sprayer, stick it in your pocket, and bring it wherever you go, because here in the state of New York, there are currently 2 police dispatchers that have been tested positive for COVID. So it's kind of starting to feel like, to me personally, like COVID is circling and getting closer and closer, like the circle's closing in of COVID, because some people are either letting their guard down or being careless or licking their fingers while ordering takeout in public. Like my son, I'll get him on occasion McDonald's, and he, if I'm driving and I can't open the toy for him, he'll take the toy bag and pull on it and rip it open with his mouth, and I, in the car, freaking out, stop doing it! I'll just scream at him. I spray the boxes with alcohol. I spray everything. Get yourselves some tip sprayers, literally little spray bottles. that you can hold in your hand. Fill every single one with this. I don't chase it. I don't cut it. I just spray it and I bring them right in the house and refill them as needed. This bottle of alcohol was like 70, maybe 97 cents. It was under $1. And I have like 2 or 3 of these, and now they kind of, some stores are funky with how many alcohol bottles and sanitizers you can buy at once. Every single time I go shopping, I grab some hand sanitizer or alcohol, a bottle of alcohol, or the actual wipes, you know, Lysol or Equate. I don't care if it's generic. They actually have like hand sanitizer, just the wipes for your hands. I grab them because you can still wipe down anything with it. Anything you could do to be proactive to protect your loved ones and yourself, do it. The minute we get in the house, we strip our clothes off and we go straight to the sink and wash our hands off. Because the sanitizer is a temporary preventative measure, but it doesn't stop it. You have to come in and get all the dirt from outside your door off your hands. And I find myself wiping down the light switches and the doorknobs and stuff a little more than I used to, which is great. Listen, we can come out of this with being a little more proactive and better people for it, but you've got to stay proactive and remember, treat everybody. It was a saying that was around. I went to an appointment and it was right there, right on somebody's board that they wrote on. It says, treat every single person like they have treat every single person like they have COVID. Treat it that way, because you never know. You never know. I've already had loved ones tested positive for it. By the graces of God, thank God, knock on wood, nobody's had any like negative effects or hospitalization. But yes, I've had people close to me that had to quarantine already for it. And it's scary. It's so scary. Because you're going stir crazy. You're losing your mind. You can't even go and look for another job or childcare or anything, because you know you don't know if people are protecting themselves or not. Chantal, stop freaking licking your fingers, girl. Stop doing that shit. Stop going through these drive-thrus and using public bathrooms and squatting outside. Stay in your house. Stay in your house. You got to figure out something else to do, girl. Do some hauls. Cook more. We love to see you cook. You could have your groceries delivered. I do Instacart. I know. You can have your groceries delivered, make your dishes in the house. Listen, lazy girl. You can do it. It's not worth your health. YouTube is not worth your life, honey. Do what you gotta do for your content, but get some quarantine content, girl. Stop going outside your door. You, as a bigger person who can't be totally hygienic, you know, there's hard to reach places maybe. You know, I really hope you don't have C. diff, because that is directly linked to not being able to wipe yourself properly. It's directly linked that you got in contact with someone that had it, and C. diff is transferred through feces. It survives and thrives through feces. So at some point in time, God forbid, if that's what you have, girl, you came in contact with somebody's feces. And you've been going out enough where you never know. You've been using public bathrooms. Like, why? Why? We don't see you sanitizing anything. As soon as you get your food from the takeout counter, you should be spraying the bags. Spray the freaking containers. Isopropyl alcohol, you won't die if you accidentally get it on something and you consume it. I mean, as long as you're not drinking it, you'll be all right. We're not seeing you doing any of that. But we're watching you stuff your face and lick your freaking fingers. Yuck. Guys, I gotta go. Please take care of yourselves. You know, try to stay strong. That's what I'm trying to do. Wash your hands, wear your masks. Sanitize. Try to remain positive and just, I'm praying for a better day. Just pray for a better day. That's all I'm doing, because I just really can't believe how this government is playing with us right now. I'm hearing that they're going to be recessed again through Christmas because they're not agreeing on anything. And this crumbs, the last talk from what I heard, I don't know how true it is, they were going to give us $600 checks and no additional unemployment benefits. As someone on unemployment, how dare you? Then I heard Biden tweet or do something about, people need something, not handouts. And it's like, are you serious? honestly, from day one, minute one, I thought Trump had the right idea, and he was proactive in making sure, like, you know, he's a very money-driven person. So in that aspect, I trust him more than I trust this racist bigot. And they're both racist to a certain extent, but at least Trump doesn't hide it. And it's like, he responded promptly to the first, you know, wave. But did we think it was going to get better, or did we think it was going to get worse? Because at the end of the day, the government completely dropped the ball as far as the infection, the spreading. It's giving me 28 days later tease. It's giving me, this pandemic is giving me Resident Evil tease, okay? Like, you know, like the world is about to end tease. Like, y'all not handling this right, and it's just a freaking flu. Why can't we get a handle on it? Why are you not helping people and rendering aid where aid is needed? I don't give a crap about the people frauding the system, because y'all should be proactive and diligent. So now the people that aren't frauding and scraping by, we're getting affected by that as well. Like, come on. You know fraud always happens. So why wouldn't y'all be diligent in making sure you do background check? They're all in my business whenever I ask for help and not giving me anything. You're all up in my business. How are people even able to fraud the system? Put me on. Put me on at this point. Put me on. Because I can't get away with nothing. Guys, try to stay safe. Wear your masks. Wash your hands, love up on each other, try to laugh a little more, even if it's at yourself. Just love more and stay safe. Bye.